All right. Well, Yardstream is saying that it's not my fault. It's like, no shit. So this is, I hope that you guys can catch up with me. And Yardstream seems to be having some issues. Unfortunately, that's who I have to. Oh, great. Now I'm going in and out again. Let's see if I can get anybody coming in. Okay. All right, you guys. Let me see if I can, if this one is finally working. Okay. Still not great, but when it started, they gave me the Yardstream said, "It's not your fault. If this continues to happen, please contact." It's like, yeah, I know it's not my fault. So I don't know, but I'll do my best. I'll do my best. Hey, Heather, how you doing? You want to jump on and join me? Let me know if you're up to that. I don't know how great it's going to be because the signal thing has been a little wonky, but hey, what can I say? So now I'm going to go and use the regular tarot. I thought I read that we were going to be having some big sun activity, but I don't know if this is the right time or what. I'm glad that you guys catch back up to me. So thank you for that. And hello, everyone. Hi, Marilyn, Brawler, and again, Indigo Chrysalis. Heather, if you want to join me. Well, let's see how this goes, and if it is, if I can stay on. I don't want to invite somebody on and have it crash. Yeah, it's not the best. Well, if you crash again, I just want to say thank you. I enjoy your lives. Thank you. Maybe in 20 minutes, if this persists, they must be having some issues. Anyway, I will try to carry out and just at least finish with looking at the tarot, and then maybe come back later tonight if this is going to play up for right now. I hope I'm not frozen again. All right, so let me just take a look with the tarot. Is Marshall yet alive and just uncertain of who he is? Yeah, ditto, Tracy. It's interesting that we're tracking. I have to say I felt the same way. Okay, hang on a second. Okay. All right. And Chariot. There's the car, the reference to the vehicle and traveling. Prince of Wands. Prince of Wands with that. Yeah, that's usually my identification. I hate giving a poor quality stream, though. Um, that's interesting. Something identified as him or his. And it could be something small. I think it's like other things that of belongings or something. Queen of Cups. I'm sure that this is like a mother or someone that is very worried for him. I think they're going to find something that may be identifiable to him. That could be remains. I mean, to be fair, but hear that. Can you at least hear me? I figure, if the camera is gonna be a problem, I can just use my voice. She gone again. We're reading on well, I'm trying to read on Marshall Iwasa. And I tell you what, because this thing is just being so good. Okay, so you know what? You can hear me? Good enough. I'll just continue to do it with and I will tell you what cards I'm getting. Because as long as you can at least hear me, that's what matters more than you being able to see me. Maybe it'll be an easier flow. Okay, good, good. All right, then we'll finish it this way. Yay! I hope you guys like my Bride of Frankenstein. That's because I've had enough surgery that I've got scars up and down. I look like Frankenstein. I feel like the Bride of Frankenstein. Yes, she is my girl. She's putting on her makeup there too, like me. Anyways, I love that picture. Yeah. So you can hear me. I'm just gonna take the camera off because that seems to be tripping it up. It's, seems like I can get by so long, yeah, so long as you can hear me. Okay. So let's just take a look with the cards. Let me just straight up ask. Is Marshall yet alive on Earth? Has he transitioned and into the next world? Let's see what I get. I'm getting the Princess of Pentacles and Judgment. That's interesting. Again, the child energies are coming back into the reading with that princess, which would be like a page. Up, so it's just sounds a little better since you can't see me. I can scoot things around a little bit and do it more for better sound. All right, let me scoot this. So this is because we're having issues with the internet. You will just be seeing my lovely Bride of Frankenstein. She'll represent me. All right. Oopsie. We've got some tangled cords. Okay. I just found one of my eyelashes. Didn't make it to the. That's funny. What a day. Okay. All right, you guys. So we're still getting that childlike energy. And I feel like something happened. I do, where I feel like the mentality that he had was confused and childlike. I think he took a good bash to the noggin. I do. I think there was something up with that. Now, judgment does make me think that maybe he may have moved on into a spiritual form. This is the one time that I'm feeling that. Just looking at I'm using the star deck. She is eye candy, isn't she? She's good eye candy. She doesn't have. I just read Dora's comment. Oh my God, blame the killer eyelashes. Dun, dun, dun. Eyelashes. Attack of the killer eyelashes. All right, so just so that we know who we're covering, let me just type it again. We're covering the Marshall Iwasa case. There. Okay. Now, hopefully we can just carry on without a problem. All right. So this is very interesting. Again, where it's talking about with judgment and it's talking about responsibilities. We're getting that issue of that you have responsibilities. But again, this card of wanting to be a child or being childlike. Just wanting to revert. I have a feeling that after whatever happened, that medical emergency, whatever, I feel like he went into those woods. He did, because the Princess of Pentacles really makes me see him as spending some time sitting just in the woods, just like, wow, where am I? What is this? Thinking very differently because of, I think, probably a twofold situation going on. I think it is definitely possible that he definitely crashed that vehicle. Why he went up there is another question I want to ask. Okay, let's see what Tracy's saying. Okay, I may be picking up on either a bash or or drugged and is still out there, being held captive with no memories. That's possible. Yeah, for entertainment purposes only. Hi, Linda Sandoval. How are you? I'm having trouble with my with the reception of this yard stream, so I'm just going to keep it on voice. Okay, I'm getting the Hierophant. Now, that can be a religious kind of entity. Could that be somebody that's looking out for him? And Wheel of Fortune. Again, that movement card with the Wheel of Fortune. I think, looking at like the Hermit and not the Hermit, the Hierophant and the Wheel of Fortune are together. And the Judgment and the Princess of Pentacles are there. Is this Hierophant somebody that, is looking out for him? Or for a period of time, and then once that time is up, then he resurfaces. Kind of have a feeling as a possibility. Then there's the Eight of Wands. Now, this is energy that is directed toward a specific goal or point. It's like where where you want that energy to go. So it's like you're putting your all to make something go forward. And I get the Knight of Wands. Yeah, I don't get a feeling of him being held captive, but maybe somebody's just been looking out for him. It's so odd. Lots of childlike energy again, Princess of Cups, and the Six of Swords, where we do have a transition next to that Princess of Cups. Gosh, what do you guys make of this energy? Questioning a cult-like thing in the very beginning, or a following of sorts. That could be. That could be. Feeling like I'm getting some religion there, and I am getting possibly with that Hierophant. And the Six of Swords is usually there's help, or there's a little push to get you through a bad point. And there's traveling. And that Six of Swords is falling under the Wheel of Fortune, which is also about movement and change with this. And I think it's possible that he could have been staying with someone who he wasn't able to maybe tell who he was, and didn't for whatever reason see, or maybe ignored and kept him. I don't know. I don't really get that, though. I get there will be clarity coming, though. I do get the Ace of Swords with this, and the Ten of Swords. So like an end of this painful situation. There will be an answer. And again, you know how I kept getting the cards of him needing help, or him needing some kind of intercession by ancestors or spirit? I'm getting that again with the Six of Pentacles and the Seven of Pentacles after that, where it's like somebody was tending to him. Somebody cared for him. Like the physical needs. Huh. You got containment. Okay. He may have been on the move. You know, I don't know if he's on the move now. This could be part of what he's experienced. I feel like since he went missing, I feel like I'm kind of seeing things as they happened and kind of catching up to current time. But Indigo Chrysalis, Heather says, using my Witch's Wisdom deck, security power, and incubation. Yeah, containment. I can see where you get that. It just feels like there is someone that is like with that Six of Pentacles, making sure he has what he needs. And, you know, either something happens where that person's releases them because they find out who he is, or, you know, just whatever. I feel that there's some definite clarity that is going to come with regards to I have a long-suffering situation with this. And then the Six and the Seven of Pentacles. The Nine of Cups. The Seven of Cups. There's that dreamy, druggy, altered. You know, I don't know whether someone's been giving him drugs and there's another person that's been trying to help him. I'm very confused. But it feels so fluid, almost like water. His consciousness. It is not grounded. And that's why I too get that drugged or altered feeling. But I do get the Five of Pentacles and the Chariot. So I do think he does need mental assistance, and he would do well for it. I think he will get it. I think he will get out of whatever the situation is in where he's not been able to get the help that completely that he needs. I don't get any cards of death, so I cannot say that I think that he is deceased. I don't think so. I could be very wrong. I don't think so. I too have to kind of go with Tracy and with Heather that there's like he's been looked after. People offering him things. You know, it could be people in a homeless community that have kind of taken to him for all I know. But I do feel like he's given or offered things that substance that alters the mind. I do get that within the environment that he's in. Yeah, grab your pendulum. And then I get a King of Cups and the Four of Pentacles. I get security. You know, I'm not getting any cards that make me say, I got more cards at the beginning that look like he was in more trouble initially, and then it looks like, I don't know, does he wander and he finds somebody or somebody finds him and they kind of look out for him? I think that's a possibility. And it could be as simple as like a homeless encampment, you know, where people are kind of communal to a point, or where you pair up with another individual. Maybe the individual has a real religious bent with that Hierophant, or a connection to churches at one point. You feel like he's in a bushy area, secure. Oh, sorry, wrong one. Why is that doing that? Yeah, and I get a lot of nature cards too. A lot of nature cards. With that's why I'm feeling like, is this a homeless outdoor encampment where they, you know, maybe even just him and another person, or him and a few others, maybe. I think that's really possible. I'm just not getting anything about him having passed away. I do feel, yeah, deep woods. Yeah, we're not talking. We're talking about where he doesn't probably see a lot of other people than others that he's with, type of thing. It's pretty remote. I feel like we are going to find out where he is, though, eventually. I think that something will happen where he's identified. Let me see. Let me just straight up ask, is he with a group of people that are taking care of him or look out for him, like in a homeless community or something like that? Is that as possible? You got Marshall as in spirit. See, I think he definitely could be. I'm on the fence here, because I keep getting so much of that childlike love. It almost makes me want to say that feels like the love of God, or like you're a child of God. And I did get some cards like that for him. I don't think that you guys saw that, unfortunately, because I think that crapped out right about then. It's a card that I have that I've made. Eight of Wands. Five of Cups. Yeah, there's a mourning, grieving loss here. Water. I think that his remains may eventually be found one day. He may have, for all I know, he could have lived for a while with other people and passed somehow. I don't know. But these two cards now, the Eight of Wands, that's an active card of mourning and grieving of someone who has passed away. That is grief. Knight of Wands. Queen of Cups. I believe this is information stuff that will come to maybe family. I really feel like this Queen of Cups I keep getting, I think like that's his mom. Yep, then I get the family card, 10 of Cups and the Sun. So I think the family will get answers eventually about what his fate was. Okay, I see that. Vivian. Rolling back. I think I'm the only one. Let's see, 5. Can't see. Just looking for someone. Yeah. Thank you. And there we go. I think I got it. There we go. Yeah. He was they were in there. But I have no clue what oh, I have a report. Linda, I'm going to add you as a moderator, okay? And what you'll do is when you as a moderator, you see the 3 dots that go down the side that are next to every comment. You click on that, you can see report, remove. Don't ever put a user in timeout because it doesn't work, but hide the user because that kind of puts them in a jail. They cannot continue to bother our stream that way. Okay. All right. I got him. So the bottom line is basically with Marshall's case is that I believe they will have some kind of truth definitely coming to them and identifying something connected to him in the future, whether it's remains. That's right, Vivian. So you just hide them. Did I get Vivian? I should have you. There, Vivian. You're a moderator now too. There we go. Okay. Got it. Okay. So I really do think I'm going to put it straightforward. There's so much childlike energy. It's so pure. I just can't. Let me just see. Did he pass after injury? After injury from that accident in the car? Did Marshall walk away and pass away somewhere eventually, walking into the woods? Because I see him that's a possibility. There's all this childlike kind of confusion. He could have just brain injury, wandered in there, and if he had like a slow bleed or something, he could have expired at some point later. Let me just see if I can pick that up. Yes, go right ahead, Tracy. I understand that. Okay. I do. I'm getting the card of what I consider someone who is at peace. The rest in peace card. Four of Swords. But let me just make sure that there's no criminal. There's some, there's the High Priestess. It's hidden. Has yet to be found, that's for sure. He is at peace, but I'm getting woods as well. And in all probability, some kind of wooded area. I do get a salmon on this card, so it could be near a stream where one might fish for salmon. That could be an important area. I get the Emperor and the Eight of Cups. I feel like this is authorities not doing, maybe not getting to an area, because this Eight of Cups is like neglect or moving on. I feel like there's an area they may have, I mean, there's a lot out there, but I feel like there's an area that where he's at that they missed. Okay. Knight of Wands. And it's near a stream. I don't know. Was it... And trees and stones. Knight of Wands and the Chariot. I think it's where he wandered off to after the thing with the car accident. Or with the thing with the car. And even the Knight of Wands is very fiery, and it's right around that car card with the Chariot. Walking away, was wanting to walk away from some responsibility. Definitely. But I'm also getting now that Five of Cups. I think it did end up passing. I tend to think he may have been confused when he passed. Because I do feel like there's an area that has not been seen. And I'm given the Four of Swords. And it looks very much, and then I get that Five of Cups, that grieving card. So that to me is like a death. There is someone that is deceased, that's their body's in a certain place, and it looks like it's more of a remote area, more natural. And I get the King of Swords with next to that King of Cups. So this could be the authorities finally finding something or having something that they can offer about his case. And it might just be what they have, that they think he wandered off, unfortunately, and is no longer alive. The King of Pentacles. And the Seven of Swords. There's a lack of truth, though. Well, they did say that he was not completely sharing some details. He was not continuing on with some classes. That could be about the school, things like that. But no, this is connected to loss. I really think, you know what? I think that at some point they might find his remains. I really don't know exactly what happened to him. I do feel like he was very confused, crashed the car. There was flames. I think he left, went to get away from it. I see him in a very childlike type of vulnerability and state. I'm so sorry, Linda. Today was not a great day here either. Big hugs to you. Hey, Colin G. I'm just doing sound because my camera is not, well, my camera's fine, but my signal is bouncing. So this seems to be working the best. Big hugs to you. Big hugs to you, Linda. It's the 8 of Wands that gets me. Maybe it was a swift transition. Yeah. That's the only other thing I can say is that it was very quick. Um, and I get the 7 of Swords, you know, things are not how people think they are. So, something out of the normal did happen, but it's just that people haven't seen it. They've just I feel like it's something that got missed. And Heather's saying, "I got Remembrance, Fertility, and Foundation." Remembrance card is the skeleton buried in the woods, and I'm getting a lot of the buried in the woods cards too, with my 4 of Swords, and the 7 actually has that aspect too. So I think that, you know, I don't know if he came across other people and they took advantage of him. I'm not really seeing anyone harming him so much, but I am seeing what looks to me like almost more of an organic death um, from an accident with that Chariot and the wandering away with the 8 of Cups. So I think given that they found clothes that were not terribly far from that were way deep in the woods apparently, um, from not far from off the road from where the burnt vehicle was. It sounds like maybe when the vehicle started catching on fire, I don't know, maybe he got out and obviously, and may have been scared and confused and tried to move away from the flames and go into the forest, away from it, and got caught up in that. I definitely feel like he has peace, which is good. But yeah, I'm gonna have to say at the end of the day on this one, I do think he has passed away. I think there's a possibility of finding some, uh, possible remains. I think they need to look around the area where they had found other, you know, things of his, the clothing and so on. The fertility card is strange, but it represents, Beltane and has fire in it. Well, you know, it happened around November. I know, uh, well, that was November. Maybe Beltane. Maybe that's the time of year maybe something would be found? Hmm. Because they said they left the vehicle up there. But I think that they're gonna end up finding, um I think they're gonna end up finding a little bit more, maybe not much, but something small, you know, with that I got the Ace of Pentacles and, eh, it feels like they can identify it. So they haven't gotten, I think, physical I DNA yet, but I think they will. I think they will in the future. I think a small piece, um, that they can identify as being connected to him. Okay. I'll go on to what Linda's saying now. I think I've kind of covered Marshall's case the best I can up to now. First, Putin bombed a maternity ward, so my nose was bleeding profusely until 3 a.m. Oh yeah, that was awful. I just had to completely shut down. Then lost another family member to COVID, makes 2 in 8 days. Oh my god. I'm so sorry, Linda. My nose bleeds like that when innocent lives are taken. I'm sorry about that. That is not good. No. All right. I'm going to take a look at, let's see. Oh, new comments. Yeah, that is crazy. I get other things. I get like emotionally in the dumps, and then I realize it's not mine, but that's, yeesh. One thing I want to take a look at is the whether or not. Well, firstly, I just want to take a look at Zelensky and make sure that he's going to remain safe. I have seen that he's out, and I think he will, but I just wanted to do a reading on that as I round out this live. This patchy, very patchy, strange live. Oh, well, what are you going to do? Roll with the flow. That's what I tried to do. Okay. And I might come back on later tonight if I have good energy and I feel like it. We'll see. Let's just see on Zelensky. I know that man is so tired. And Linda, just sending you loads of love, honey. Loads of Reiki your way. I feel for you. It just seems like with our house too, it's just like one thing happens, then another. And it just like, okay, enough, universe, please. That's enough. I'm on. So I give you my love, Linda. I'm so sorry. Let's see. So I'm going to look at Zelensky. Okay, he's juggling things. Two of Pentacles. That's the truth. He's got to have that, keep that flexibility. He's there for the long haul, you guys. Knight of Pentacles. He's going to duck, dodge, and weave, but he's going to remain. And he gets justice. And the Ace of Swords. Oh, he's going to survive this. He is going to survive this. Zelensky will, but we have our doubts. Sorry, you can hear how it sounds like the inner city now here. Judgment. So, and the Prince of Swords. He's got good karma. So that's good. He's going to get assistance, aerial assistance. I know that there's a baloo with Poland and the jets and stuff, but with this Prince of Swords and the birds I'm focused on in the sky, he's going to get some more kind of aerial assistance to knock their planes out. Yes, please hit the thumbs up if you would be so kind. Then there's the Two of Wands, and he is able to more freely extend his activities. But he will remain, and he will give us the different point of view that we need to have from his perspective. From his perspective. Okay. It's the children. It's the children of the Ukraine that suffer. The Five of Pentacles with what Russia's doing, Putin's doing. And I believe he's deliberately choosing those targets, definitely, with that princess. Then there's the Ten of Swords and the Moon. So I think he's going to bring Putin to an end. Ace of Pentacles, something new. Yeah. So there will be a new leader, I think, in Russia eventually. Yeah, I get that he's kind of, that he'll Dutch dive and he comes close. But that Zelensky will survive it. And end this very patchy live. And again, my apologies for the problem with the internet connection and the problems with the yard stream thing. I may come on later tonight if I have enough energy. If I don't, then you'll know I'm just too tired. But we'll see. Anyway, I want to thank you guys so much for being such a great bunch of viewers. I appreciate it. And I will talk to you guys soon. So I'm going to end the live now. God bless you guys. I love you. And I'll see you on Sunday. Bye.